Many times when you are with good friends, very nice things happen.
That is very true. That is very, very true.
So it's so
And I
nice.
think I think
Mhm.
about it because you finally come to a point where you realize I'm with me always,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And we all talk about the beautiful things of life, joy and bliss and all these great words that we give it. But yet in our world, it seems that peace becomes the focus.
Hmm.
And in order to just sit down here and be calm enough and collected enough to eat my lunch, I must have peace,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you wake up finally and you say, okay, if I'm with me every day, always in the moment, when I let myself get out of the moment, whatever the case might be, why is that happening? Why am I not just able to allow life to unfold in front of me, happen in front of me, experience the fullness and the wisdom of the moment without any type of pushback, you
Without
know?
any type of mind playing in with dramas or
Right.
nothing, no? Giving it another point of view, which is not the truth, which is not the real one. The real one is like you're saying, being with yourself, being with myself,
Mhm.
enjoying life and letting life.
Not allowing the 5-year-old kid or
Mm-mm.
what your ex-husband or ex-wife said to you. And imagine we live our days creating these little puppets around us,
Mhm.
that we nurture and comfort, that we've created. And that's the beautiful thing about being in these sort of co-creation conversations, is that we can share without judgment, right? Without oh goodness, what's going to be said, what's not going to be said, and just allowing whatever's happening, most of which we are unaware of, just be.
Yes. I really love it. I really love it. And plus, because I have such a connection with you, I don't know you in person. One
Right.
day I will.
I look forward to that day.
Yes, yes. And we have, from the beginning, no, we have already connected heart to heart so beautifully. The king and the queen.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and you're right. We've never met. Um and these are the kind of relationships that life gives us and
Mhm.
presents to us. And if we're not paying attention, we miss them. And they're
Yes,
beautiful.
yes.
They're gems. They're worth more than any precious stone. They're worth more than money and gold and all the things that we fight each other for to control and manipulate, is all just really trying to get the way I want things to be, to
Mm-hmm.
my liking,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
push away, negate everything else because it doesn't fit these
Mm-hmm.
little molds
Mm-hmm.
that we've created.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. It's many people are just following the mold, the society mold or so, and cannot tell someone he's a real friend from the heart if they haven't met him or if they haven't, I don't know what. And you and me, I can tell you from the beginning, you're a friend. You're my friend, and I love you. And you in here, you're my king. And it's so beautiful just to be able to express that so with the heart, no, with no
Yes.
mind behind it. It's just what the heart is telling. No, I know you. I know you. So nothing else matters.
Mhm. And these are all the things that really should be our goal, I feel like. And I shouldn't say the word should, let's just put it that way. But these are goals that we strive for,
Yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
to really know each other, um, and never having to meet, never having to I don't know much about your world that you live in, you know, the things that you do, but I know what you do. And I know that the beauty that comes from your writing and from your podcasts, from people that I've clearly seen that you've had co-creative conversations with, just beautiful people that seem to find each other. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a chain. It's such a beautiful circle at the end, no?
Yes.
Because it's a circle of it's dancing circle. It's a joyful circle. And it's so beautiful to see how one by one they join the circle, the
Yes.
dancing circle, no? Because it's by reference or it's by yeah, just through LinkedIn. And yes, it's we just open one of our hands and we let them in, no? In this
Mm,
co-creation, in this heart that it's connecting each of us. It's not that I say it's a physical circle. No, no, it's a love circle. It's a
yes.
heart-to-heart circle that once someone joins this co-creation, the seed is there and stays there. So it still belongs in the circle, in this beautiful holding hands circle, heart by heart.
Yes. It's so beautiful. And I think that's what a lot of people miss, you know, is that you know, when you have these things going on internally that keep you from experiencing even the love within your own being,
Mhm.
all everything else kind of becomes clouded, right? And so this big dancing circle, which I think you said beautifully, I really love seeing it that way because that's what it is.
Mhm.
And things are happening. We don't always know why they're happening, how
Mhm.
they're happening, but I can tell you that I see it even in the physical world. I see the results of this co-creative process of like-hearted people, open people, uh, you know, people who are waking up and saying, "Hey, this is my life.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm creating my life,
Mhm.
and I want to do it in a co-creative process to make the world a better place."
Yes,
You know?
yes. And it's whatever you do, it doesn't matter what you do, because at the end you are. So as you are, it doesn't matter if a mom, a dad, a banker, IT consultant, I don't know, anything. It's you, huh? It's you, and it's co-creation can happen everywhere. You can be everywhere and at every moment.
Yes.
Mm. Yeah, because you support, you support people, no, financially. You help them grow
Yes.
financially,
Hmm.
no? And there you
Yeah.
are, something that it's financial. No, no, and there you are, one of the most open-hearted persons from the start. You know, it's amazing.
It's wonderful because I don't have to do it with any type of intent other than I can either help you or I cannot help you.
Mm-hmm.
And if my goal is to help, then that means even though you may not say become a client or whatever the case might be, if we left the conversation or our connection, and I was able to help you in some way, and in many times it's I'm the one that feels they help me, then that's um another beautiful thing. So yeah, it's the whole process to me is just mind blowing because when we look around and we see everything that's happening and we look at our own lives and we say, wow, you know, it's only the way it is because that's my perception of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. So true. And that's why I always say, open your perception, no? Listen to other points of view, because what you see might not be the way you should look at it. No, just open it a little bit more, and you will see things differently. And you will know there will be many other points of view to it, so that you don't. At the end, you say, okay, it's what I see. It's not necessarily true. It's what I see, but it can be something else. And you start saying, okay, I know I don't know anything at the end, no? But that's the beauty, because you start, the curiosity opens you up. You start looking at things at different points of view. You are more understandable, more respectful, more loving, more compassionate to others, no? Because you know that what you see is not necessarily true. It's how you see it with your shoes at that moment in time. And so really what we are creating is based on what we are seeing. And we always can see more and wider. No, we can always extend our point of view and continue growing.
Yeah, the one little tiny experience that we have, well, 99.9% of everything else we're unaware of.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just want to hang on to that one little thing.
Yeah.
That one little thing that happened.
Yeah.
You know. And
Yeah.
that's the beautiful thing about love, is that it sees through all that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It puts a light on those things that are keeping us from experiencing everything in its fullness.
Yes.
I really do believe that.
Yes. And it's not the love that it goes through the eyes. You're seeing
Mm-hmm.
through the heart, with the heart. So you're just seeing more, because it's not this limited view that you have with the eyes. It's much encompassing, the view, no, the seeing with the heart.
Yes, the real
Love,
eyes.
yeah, and the love, this unconditional love, and not this mental love. Huh?
Love when I want it, when I don't, and what my preference is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes, yes. And I always love the beauty you have behind you.
You know, I do too. I
Yes.
like to see it behind me,
Wow.
and when I turn around and look at it.
Yeah.
It's just it's almost like ocean but
Mm-hmm.
land, you
Yeah, it's
know?
vast
Mm-hmm.
and tranquil. No, and then suddenly comes a bird. It's this
Yes.
calmness. It's this yeah, peacefulness, this peace looking
Mm-hmm.
outside.
And that's a big part, uh, you know, making sure that surroundings are the way you want them to be,
Yeah.
you know? I think that helps a lot, especially when you're busy, you got so many things going on. Really just to come to a place of saying, hey, what do I want? Just even my kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Does my kitchen really, when I come into it, is there a sense of, you know, this is where I want to be. This is how I want it to be. And really make those choices based upon what you think is going to help you move forward. You know,
Yeah, and
small things.
yes, and the environment, the people you have around, you know, not because they're better or better or worse than you. Let's say if we say something energetically, I mean, it's just that they affect you. If you have vampires, energy vampires, no, with whom you relate, it's not good for you. You're creating something. Well, it's interfering with your field, with your energetic field. So it's interfering with your view and with what you are creating. We are told we have all our thoughts, even if we don't speak, we have the thoughts that create our field. around that. And that's why we are also creators, no? Because we are creating through our thoughts, we have infinite possibilities of action. So we have a field around us. And as we have a field around us, we have others have also a field around them. So depending on the fields, on the people you surround you, but you are interfering fields, so entangling, and you are taking from others without noticing. So that's why it's so important, the environment, no? The people surround us, the energy. You know, if you are in a city that is so crowded, so with lots of traffic, and well, it's affecting you somehow, and you must be aware of how it is affecting you. I know many cannot change or move. It's like that, but you just have to know how it's affecting you. Hmm?
Yes. And it happens, even, whether somebody's aware of it or not, all these things are happening. And then, confusion creeps in, judgments, all of these things, when we're just not paying attention.
It's awareness.
Better to leave the door of the heart open, right?
Yeah, I like it. I know my mom always says to me, or said to me before, don't be so trustful. No, don't be like that, because people will hurt you. And I was, well, if I get hurt, I learn. And it's okay. I will never close my door. Why should I change something of who I am just because I don't want to get hurt, or I don't want to grow? No, hurting is growing. And at the end, yeah, why close the door for so many beautiful things to come in, just because it might be that you get hurt?
Or this situation, I felt hurt before, so I'm going to do everything I can to avoid it from happening again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And think how many times, like, opportunities, for growth or for meeting new people, you shy away from it because of those past things, those past hurts that you allowed to fester in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And who says it's going to be the same?
Right. In fact, it can't be the same.
No, it never will be the same. No, it's like you cannot pass a river twice, no?
Right.
So it can never be the same.
Yeah, it's very true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, yes, many times we live in the mind and we forget about the heart. Well, because of fear, to pass the river at the same time, the same way, but it won't happen. But there's a fear, and the fear that closes the heart. Yeah, it's a pity. Oh, well, slowly, it's always about exploration, experiencing, and practicing. That's what's matter, to continue growing, no? And to continue having an open heart. At the end, if you get hurt, it's an exploration and experiencing. But then from there you learn, but not to close the heart. Just
Yeah,
to
learning
continue.
with an open heart. That's a very, very good. That's a very good point. Yeah. You'd be less likely to repeat, um, the same craziness or whatever you're allowing to go on in your mind.
True.
Right? Once you realize it, then you say, hey, well, maybe it's really not that way.
True. It's the other way around, Bo. It's true. It's the other way around, because sometimes we get so stuck in the mind that we repeat things and we don't see it. So we keep repeating. And true, when we are in our hearts, open-hearted, and it happens to us, we are aware. We learn from it or unlearn from it, and then since we stay open-hearted, aware, it's more difficult for us it to happen again.
Like,
It's the
no,
other
I
way
know, I
around.
know that. I know what's going
Yeah.
on. I've seen you before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so true.
Sometimes I envision it like kind of like puppets,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I go over and I pick this one up if this happens. And then if this situation happens, I pick up this one, right?
Yeah.
And it's just such a freeing experience, I think. Not really like that we all have it all together, right? But when you can actually see what's going on, then you're taking back some sense of control over what's going on in here, right? Why are these things in my internal home, why are they like this? There's no one in here but me to screw it up or make it beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's always my choice.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So true. So true. And yes, the puppets are the personas we take, no? The
Yes.
personas we and I was going to say we are, but it's not we are. It's we transform into,
Hmm.
or we um dress into. Mm,
That's exactly right.
mm, mm. And it's so beautiful. That's another thing. Yeah, it's so beautiful to be able to undress and be just
Yes.
you.
Right?
Yes. No mask in the puppet that you are wearing. No things that are not yours. Just everything out, and it's so liberating. It's so liberating to be you. No need to think all the time about what you said, not said, all those things. Not that you cannot forget, because you were embodying a puppet, no? So you are here in the mind, always not forgetting what you were, and in that moment with what you were wearing, it's just this free of anything, just being you, liberated.
Then you can dance.
Ah, then you can dance. Yes, hand in
Right?
hand, open-hearted. Yes.
Sometimes it's funny, you think about it kind of like, like a elementary or high school dance, right? Everybody
Mm-hmm.
comes in, they play the music, they have all the food, they do all the decorations. And then what does everybody do? They just sit in the chairs in a circle. But
Mm-hmm.
then you'll have one person that says, "No, I'll be free. I'll start it." And so they do. And so it's very similar in that. You're right. The people come in, a seed's planted, they hold on to it and maybe even use it, you know, uh, as a source to keep them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
when they start to fade out a little bit, they say, "Oh no, I remember somebody said something that whatever the case might be."
Yeah.
And so that's that grain that you talk about. But then, yeah, then you say, "Hey, none of this is me. I can take it all off, get it all out of here, then I can dance."
Yes. And you dance freely, like a angel around,
Yes.
very light, and inviting everyone else into it with this lightness, no?
Yes.
No heavy things carrying, nothing, just no weight, just light and in peace, like we said at the beginning, with this peace that we have when we are who we are.
Wow. And then living that way,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Just being that way.
Yeah. And that's how you positively impact everyone around you, because it's just you being you in peace, with no weight, light, and dancing around, not bothering being hurt, because if you are, you will learn. And just flowing in the now with your being.
Seems so
And
simple, doesn't it?
yes, and it's so beautiful.
Yes.
Well, it seems simple. It can be simple. It's
Yeah.
just it's just to learn to
We make
under.
it difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, it's learning to undress.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah.
it's this exploration, experiencing, and practicing to be um, light, with no dresses, with no puppets, different puppets, and just being there, enjoying. You know, it reminds me this weekend we went to the mountains. I haven't been skiing for 15 years.
Really?
I didn't know I was
Good
able
for
to
you.
ski. I didn't know, remember. But it was not the skiing. The last day was only, well, 2 days skiing, and then the second day, um, I didn't know we were able to go down the mountains with them. Now I have to remember the name in English. Um, Sledge, or how is it with the, you know, on the snow that you have like a sit.
Oh, like a
No,
ski lift?
not
Like
a
a
skill
lip?
going down. Like when you were a kid, you were going down the little mountain with
Slope?
a slope. Yes, slopes. So it was so beautiful because it was a mountain that we went up with the gondola, and down with the slopes. And it was I loved it because it was so uh, as when I was a child, like what we're saying now, just being light, no weight, just having the fun, falling. I don't know many thousand, well, I fell once or twice, but against the snow, you know, and then you laugh and you stand up and you continue, and I was going after a friend of mine, you know, I was getting just like when I was a child, but the way I am now with you, the same, it's the same lightness, the same being, open heartedness, just enjoying the time and the moment. If it's And it was so nice to live that and see that when I'm co-creating, it's the same thing. It's
Mhm.
this joy of living, this joy of being, this joy of dancing together, this joy of playing together, you know, because there's nothing to hide. There's just harmony, peace, love, and humanness and growth.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very nice. And it's like this, it's the same joy. When I'm here talking to you, I have, my heart is full. So it has the joy, it has a beautiful energy. And it's the same energy I was going down with the slope. It's this expansion and this joy of living, of being.
Yeah, nothing it didn't even have to be there. Would probably like, you could have looked at it a different way though, right? We
Mm-hmm.
talk about perspective. You say, oh, well, this, it's a little too cold, or,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're playing around in your mind, you say, no, I'm
Enjoy.
just gonna be here and enjoy it.
And I'm not going to be afraid if I go against the snow, I go against the snow.
Right?
Or if I fall, I almost fell into a fence. If I fall into the fence, it's okay. I'm enjoying, you know?
Yeah. I think that's kind of when people talk about, like being as children.
Mm,
You hear like great beings that have said, hey, it's be as a child, or but it's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to be behave as a child. You just have to be you,
Right.
because as you were a child, you were you.
Hmm.
No, not so much with the puppets. It was your enjoyment.
Less puppets.
Less puppets. Yes, less. We start puppeting around a little bit when we are children.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's this innocence. Also, people
Yes.
say, don't be so innocent, no? And it's the same as being, many times they say, when you're open-hearted and you're so transparent and you are so loving and you enjoy being loved, receive the love, sometimes you're told, don't be so innocent. That's why also they make it like a child is innocent. So that's also
Mhm.
say go back to the childhood, not innocence. But it's not being innocent, it's being, and that's it. Not
Right.
being.
Yeah, and I think what you were saying too, with when love is in there, it is seized. So it's like to say then, oh well, don't be innocent. No, be innocent, but just be aware.
Mm-hmm.
Like let the love's awareness, like you say, everyone has these energy fields around them.
Yeah.
Um, you'll know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You'll
Yes.
know. So
Yes.
you can maintain your innocence.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, like you say, I may fall into a fence, I may topple over going down the slope,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to let it stop me.
No.
I'm not going to let it steal the joy, the fun,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Everything that I'm experiencing in this moment of doing this thing, I'm not going to let my mind then come and say, well, people fall, this, that, and the other. Just able to just be right there with
Yes.
yourself and enjoy it, experience it. That's amazing.
And it stays
That's
with
the
you forever. Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. That's the beauty of it, you know.
Yes. I love it. Yeah. Well, Bone, thank you so much.
Thank you, Queen.
Yes, my king. I love it. I love it. And, how are you doing with your project?
I kind of hadn't worked on it for a little bit. Now I'm
Mm,
starting to kind of bring it back up. I've been doing a lot of work here on the property and doing
mm.
some remodeling and playing around.
Yes.
So I think probably in February I'll probably get back to
Mm,
to helping more people in
yeah.
these areas, but always just trying to give value, do what's necessary at that
Hmm.
in that moment, and really starting to look at my life that way and say, hey, whatever my plan was for the day really
Hmm.
doesn't matter because
Yes.
something else might happen.
Hmm.
Something else may be necessary in another moment,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So just kind of
Totally.
being like you say, kind of taking it of the fun of skiing and the enjoyment, and then saying, let me just translate that to every moment,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
Yes.
Be that way so that no matter what happens, I'm not going to give up this beautiful love going on for anything else. There's
Hmm.
what am I going to? Why would I trade love for whatever, you know? Um, so yeah, so I'm going to get back onto it a little bit. And you got your LinkedIn thing fixed. Yes.
Yeah, you saw? Yeah, I was hacked.
Oh goodness.
But it was yes, luckily I reacted. I went in and changed my password. But when I went in, there was only my name and the contacts and the posts. But everything was deleted. and I saw there were invitations made, which I still receive, like invitation accepted. And well, I didn't invite for connection, but well, that's okay. Yes, very,
And then
very, yeah.
you also I think you had said that you would stop your work.
Yes, yes. I did resign 2 weeks ago. And because I know my truth is to walk my path of co-creation, whatever this means.
Mhm.
So, but I know it's there. I completed a phase. I completed my work and my growth in a place that where I've learned a lot, and where I have beautiful people that will continue in my heart and with me. I see them. Also, I will continue living next, no, where I'm next to the city, so I'll be around. So it was very difficult to take the step of leaving, of saying I resign, but I knew it was the best time to do that. So I'm really very happy. I'm really excited because I don't know what's happening. I'm jumping to the unknown, but I with the trust, a lot of trust, and a lot of with the knowing that is where I have to walk.
Mhm.
So yes, so my last day will be February 11th.
Okay. So
Yes,
not quite yet, but coming up.
no, coming. So I'm still working, and yeah, letting everything be the most ready I can leave it. And especially with my team, I want them already walking, supporting them in walking their new assignments and new opportunities at work as I'm stepping aside. So yes,
But I can see the joy on your face, so that's
yeah,
good.
yes, yes. You have to follow your heart to be free, you know. And I
Hmm.
know I what I did, I it's for me to do it. No, what I did, I learned so much, and it for me, I learned true leadership is everywhere. That's what I said at the beginning, because I have experienced it. No,
Hmm.
so I know had to learn that, and I had to value myself for that. That's done. That's that's a lesson learned. And now it's to continue with whatever I'm here to do and be, especially be,
Yes.
and then doing from
Yes.
it. But yes, yes, yes. I'm very happy.
Well, I love you, Queen.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're so
I
welcome.
think. Thank you. Bye
You're
bye.
welcome.